So part two, you know? So now they're going after us. They're hunting us down. They want their money back. They're wondering why people aren't paying. And what ends up happening, you know, you're in the job market. I apply for 50 to 100 jobs per day. So people are applying around the clock. It's a full-time job applying for jobs. You know, it really is. It's a full-time job. There's, you know, when I tell you it is a full-time job, I mean it is a full-time job. Do not get fooled, man. So, and if you do get lucky to get a job, 9 times out of 10 it's part-time, 9 times out of 10 it's minimum wage. It's not nearly enough money for you to pay back student loans with. So now you're being sent to credit card agencies, you know, collection agencies. That's what they're going to start. That's what they're doing. And what ends up happening is people end up having their checks garnished, income tax garnished. I mean, everything is being garnished, man. And even if you try to, and then you got people who will try to defer their student loans by you know, well, I'm going to take another college class, or I'm going to go get another degree. Because if you get another degree or you take another college class, even if it's just one course a semester, they will push back your student loan payments. So people are doing that. But here's the problem with that. It sounds all beautiful and everything, but then reality strikes, then reality sets in, and then it occurs, oh, snibbity, snaggity, snap, snizzle, double, dooble. Your interest is still accumulating regardless if you have it in deferment or not. It's still accumulating. Okay? So while all this is occurring, you know, you're still racking up debt, you know, because you want to go to school. So all this is accumulating, but yet it's in a deferred payment. But now you probably owe an additional $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. Who knows? It depends on your interest rate on your loan. So then you got people doing that. But a lot of folks really are just getting their, you know, checks, their work checks garnished, their income tax garnished. And you can't even file bankruptcy with the student loans. You can't. Because even if you file bankruptcy, guess what? Guess what? Got a secret. Got a secret. They still want their money. So you can't even use, you know, the whole I'm going to file bankruptcy crap. They still want their money. And they're going to get their money. Trust and believe. Even if you die, they're going to go after your family. You know, so say you have 2, 3 kids. Guess what? Your children are now placed with your burden because they got to pay your student loans back. Got to pay your student loans back. So it is what it is. This is the student loan bubble. It's going to burst. It's going to be just like the housing market crisis. You got all these people who lost their houses because they were foreclosed. But guess what? There's going to be all kinds of mayhem going on when the student loan bubble bursts because they want their money and they want it now. You know what I mean? J. Trucks and Associates. I forgot. I don't know what commercial that was. This is my money and I want it now. But that's pretty much how it's going to be. That's how the cookie's going to crumble. So, you know, part-time custodian here, you know what I mean? I'm letting you kids know now, because a lot of you are sitting up taking out loans for stupid stuff in the first place. I mean, it's bad enough we're going to college, but don't be dumb and take out a loan so you can go and get a new TV or a new car while you're in college. Because taking out a $5,000 loan for a $500 TV and then owing $20,000 by the time you're out of college, it ain't worth it. Okay, because that's how bad these loans are. I mean, it is astronomical. Come on. The interest ends up doubling. Pretty soon, you're owing more than you took out easily. That's the student loan bubble burst. You know, college graduates are not getting jobs. They're not even, and then, like I said, it's bad enough you can't get a job in your field of study, your major, your concentration, but you can't even get a part-time job. You can't even get a job at McDonald's. You know why? Because people who lost their jobs during the recession, and trust me, we're in a depression now, are also working at McDonald's. So now not only are you competing with college graduates, but you're competing with your grandparents' generation, your parents' generation. You're competing with people who had jobs and now are working, you know, had to take a lower cut paying job. You're competing with everybody. So this student loan bubble, oh my God, when it bursts, it is going to be hell to pay. And once again, what's funny about this whole situation is, once again, it's going to be on the banks, because it's the banks who keep loaning out the money. You know, people, it's going to be the federal government, because you got a lot of people with federal government loans. It's going to be the banks, because you got people going to Wells Fargo and their credit unions and their banks, Sallie Mae, Sally Fe. It's going to be the same people that we had to bail out in 2009. We're going to have to bail out again. We're going to have to bail Wall Street out. And guess who's going to pay? Us, the taxpayers, the middle class, the working class, the lower class, the middle class, etc. We're going to be the ones paying for it, because we're the ones paying taxes. So we're going to have to bail everyone out again. See, I'm just letting you guys know what's going to come in the future, because things are, I'm telling you, it's bad out here. All right, another video coming up next.